Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Gemini Empress back once again. Sorry, don't mind my son. We're here to find out what is the purpose of your connection and what is the outcome of it. So really meditate. This was a requested video. Please do not make any more requests until further notice because I'm trying to do all of them. So meditate and pick pile 1 or pile 2 or pile 3 and leg up. Okay, so... the purpose of your connection, it seems, I feel like this is a karmic, the purpose of connection is for you to actually learn how to be independent, strong-willed, be social, but still independent, if that makes sense. Like, be a bad bitch or a bad boss. Just be you, stand in your truth. Don't take shit from anybody. Develop thick skin. It's also for you to have the courage to actually leave when something no longer serves you, to actually just walk away from someone, not be afraid to leave somebody out in the cold when they're not good for you. Just self-love, basically. Also, I'm getting for you to realize that you hold the strength, you hold the world in your hand. This is an intuitive reading. You hold the power. You don't know that you have power, and you need to know that you are that boss bee, all right? You hold the strength, you hold the power in every situation in your life. You are in charge of your own life, and no one can make you feel like, oh, you don't have the power. And don't make anybody make you feel like, oh, I have to settle. You can have the best. You have the whole world in your hand. You can have the best of everything you've ever dreamed of if you wanted that. So don't settle for anything less than that. Right? It's also meant for you to actually learn to have good judgment in people's characters, because some people have really shitty characters and maybe you might make excuses for them in the name of love or insecurity. And this connection is meant to teach you to be strong. Leave people when they no longer serve you. You have the whole world in your hand. Don't settle for less. Have good judgment. It's also made for you to realize that do not build anything stable in someone who's giving you Knight of Wands energy. Don't be afraid to cut people off who are giving you the Knight of Wands energy. We also have fork in the road. Here's the outcome. It's going to always be a problem, always going to be a fork in the road, always a barrier between you achieving what you want to achieve. So you might as well cut it loose in order for you to achieve bigger and greater things. If you stick in this connection, it's just going to be a fork in the road. But if you let it go, it'll be good. We have Observer. So you're really meant to take the time to analyze. We have a Judgment card right above the Observer card. So take time to judge your situation and really assess whether you want to be in this or not. Learn self-love. You are a Queen of Wands. Remember that. Also, this relationship is actually meant to this connection is actually meant to help you, achieve all of these things. Without this connection, you probably would never ever be able to develop such a strong, thick skin. So its purpose is to build you up. And then the outcome, we also have time to go. So this will eventually come to a halt anyway. We don't really have it. I didn't really pull out any advice cards, but the only advice card we have is a Romance Oracle Angel deck, I'm afraid. But it's pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you, so you know what to do. You can leave something that's already giving you the vibe that you're not supposed to be in it. All right. This is my advice to you, since I didn't really pull out any advice cards. Sorry about that. Anything that gives you an impression, intuition, or any sort of idea that it's not good, leave it. You don't need a fucking reason. Your intuition told you. You're a smart bitch. Or whatever gender you are. Okay, you know what? Gender is, universal to me. You are that bitch. So own it and be the Queen of Wands. What doesn't serve you, leave it. So that's my advice to you. But yeah, sorry about that, number 2s, but I think that's just what it is. Okay, so for those of you who picked pile 2, we have 5 of Cups, 9 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Hierophant. Could be a Taurus, could be an earth sign, could be a fire sign, a little bit of water, but it doesn't have to be. I feel like this connection's purpose was... I feel like this, even though they say soulmates here, yeah, I feel like it feels more like a twin flame, but, let's just go with the cards. Oi! Sorry, my son is being naughty. 1 second. Okay, so basically, this relationship has brought a lot of disappointment. probably in you and in them. They're probably disappointed in themselves. You might be disappointed in them. You could even be disappointed in yourself. But we have the Nine of Wands. So this relationship has built a lot of like cautious energy, kind of like, I'm kind of scared to love. I'm kind of scared to open up. I'm kind of scared to go free falling in this. I think it's on their part if you're dealing with a guy. But it has given them a bit of awakening, kind of like, I'm going to work on this, or I'm going to work on myself so that I can achieve bigger, better things with this person. They're always very cautious, very slow energy. They like things slow because they want to really make sure somebody's really right for them. They want to wait it out. They're very cautious in nature. But I feel like they see you as like a high influence. It's they're becoming more spiritual, more like the more they get to know you. And I feel like also this connection is meant to build up your spirituality. It's meant to teach you how to let go of being cautious, how to assess disappointments but work on them, patience, clean up the mess. We have clean it up, kind of like think about them, analyze it, and then open up, tell the truth, fix things. I feel like there's a lot of unsaid things, and I feel like this outcome of this connection might end up in a marriage. We have the Hierophant. And you guys are soulmates. This is serendipity. The song that came to my head was like Serendipity by Jimin from BTS. But it does bring a lot of analyzation, a lot of focus. And it's just, I feel like this person really, they are cautious. They don't want to open up to love. They're kind of nervous. They're kind of like, I don't want to be hurt. I'm going to keep myself guarded. But they don't want to tell you the truth that they're really crazy about you, but they're really scared of this connection because you guys are soulmates and they don't really know what that is, and they're trying to be more spiritual. We have the Hierophant card. So there has been a lot of disappointment, and they're disappointed in themselves. Oh, baby. 1 second. I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, so I feel like this connection was meant to teach them spirituality and how to open up and tell the truth about their feelings and accept this connection and stop running away from it. It sounds like such a twin flame relationship, but it's saying soulmates, so I guess it's soulmates. But the outcome of this, I feel like it will end up in a marriage. It will end up in a happily ever after. I didn't really pull any advice cards today. Sorry about that. Completely.